Hi, my name is Sharon Teel and I'm with the Family Nutrition Program with WVU Extension Service. And today we are going to make pasta salad. This is a great side dish. It's quick and easy to make. And first of all, we're going to start off with pasta, and we're going to add dressing and vegetables to it. You can substitute any kind of vegetables. This recipe calls for cucumber, green pepper, onion, and tomato. I'm going to wash my hands. We want to be clean in the kitchen. And before you use any fresh vegetables, you always want to rinse them off in a strainer with cool running water. First of all, I have whole grain pasta. Whole grain pasta has extra fiber. It's got a lot of nutrition. We've got extra B vitamins in it from the 3 parts that we learned about in the grain lesson. We've got the endosperm, which is the starchy center. We have the germ, and then we have the bran. So this calls for 2 cups of cooked, cooled pasta. I did chill it in the refrigerator after I cooked it and drained it. We are using a cutting board. If your cutting board does slide on your surface, you can use a wet paper towel underneath it. Knife skills, you don't want to talk with the knife, so you want to hold your knife with your 3 fingers, get it firmly in between your thumb and your index finger to control the knife. So first of all, we're going to cut our cucumber. Whenever you're cutting anything that's roly-poly, you want to make sure it has a flat surface so it's easier to cut. So we're cutting that in half, and we are going to chop that up into small slices. Next, I did cut up part of my broccoli, but broccoli, you can peel the stem and slice the stem into small pieces. When you are cutting, you want to use a claw when you're holding whatever you're cutting so you don't cut your fingertips. And we have our tomato. We are going to de-seed the tomato. Take out some of the seeds in it. Just cut it in half, take out the seeds. This one's not real juicy, so I'm not real worried about the seeds in this. With tomato going through the skin, it's easier with a serrated knife instead of a flat edge knife to cut through that skin. And we need our onion. The onion has been washed. I'm going to cut it in half so I have a flat surface to cut on. But first I'm going to peel out the outer skin. We want it diced or almost minced so that your bites of your pasta salad, as you enjoy it, they don't have big chunks of onion. Onion's much stronger when it's not sauteed or cooked. So and we're going to make the dressing now. We are using, actually today, vegetable oil and apple cider vinegar as our Italian dressing base. You can mix it in a bowl with a whisk. I've got a jar, so I'm just going to shake it up and pour it over my pasta salad. So we need 3 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to measure them over something else so I don't over measure. And we need 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And there we go. We need 1 teaspoon of salt. Whenever you're measuring dry, you want to make sure that you level the spoon. Make sure it goes up to the top and then level off the extra. So our teaspoon of salt. We need a teaspoon or a 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. we need a pinch of our crushed red pepper. So my pinch is going to be about 1/8 of a teaspoon. There we go. And garlic. We need a 1/2 teaspoon of garlic. Here's our 1/2 teaspoon. There we go. And a 1/2 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. If you don't have Italian seasoning, you could use oregano, basil, some parsley. And cover that lid, make our dressing. Shake, shake, shake. Also for one of the vegetables, it calls for a 1/2 cup of thawed frozen peas. You can thaw them in the refrigerator. You don't want to thaw them on the counter. You want to be food safe. And so we're adding our peas. We're going to mix this all up. Oh, look how good and fresh that looks. And we are going to add our sauce. Now, after you've added your sauce, you toss it again to get everything thoroughly coated with the dressing. And you want to chill this for an hour before eating. You can make this the night before for the next day. If you have leftover pasta from macaroni and cheese or a pasta dish that you made, save out that 2 cups and you've got a quick, easy side dish for the next day. And again, you can use whatever vegetables you have in your refrigerator: celery, carrots, cauliflower, broccoli, any kind of peppers. It's all good. So here we go. Here is our lovely pasta salad.